Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and welcome back to Decidedly Vanilla. How are you guys doing? You join me at the start of what is planned to be a kind of epic mining session. I have come out here to a mountain biome quite close to the squid farm actually. The main reason for that being mountain biomes are the only place where you can find yourself, I put it in the other shulker box, emerald ore. I want a little bit of this stuff. To be honest, I am basically done with having a lack of resources, especially when it comes to the diamonds department. I've managed to get myself a few diamonds from sales over at the Green Stuff shop, but to be honest, I think the only way to end this drought of riches I find myself in is with a good old mining session here in the mountains, and I don't think this is going to be enough chests to quite cover the amount of resources I intend to get around here. I mean, this is going to be where I store all of the good stuff, all of the ores and so forth, but in here, I think we're going to be getting ourselves a lot of stone, and I have so much stone back at my base already that I'm absolutely fine just setting up a chest here and leaving it. I could always come back to it if I need more, but I got not maybe 15, 20 blocks. I actually can't measure this visually. I'm not quite sure how long this is, but I'm at Y11, dug straight this way with a kind of 3x3 pattern, immediately came across a perfect abandoned mineshaft. Like, didn't even know this was here, and could not have measured this better, to be honest. Like, this, it came out at floor level even, which is kind of intense. But to be honest, I'm actually after the redstone and stuff just as much as the diamonds for once, and amazingly, right as I'm talking about finding diamonds, this is all, like, anytime I talk about finding diamonds on camera, especially in my Minecraft Survival Guide series, which if you guys aren't watching it, you absolutely should, it's actually proven a hit even for people who've been playing Minecraft for a while, so thank you to everybody who's been watching that series. It's happened a couple of times now where I've been talking about finding diamonds, and it's just kind of happened, and it always looks like I've just set this thing up. I promise you I have not. This is more than hilarious to me, but we already have ourselves, that's right, an 8 vein of diamonds as well. Oh, that was close. Oh, that one almost got away from us, friends, didn't it? But we got it in the end. Right, let's do a bit of whoa. Okay, the whole operation is about to get away from us at this point. Oh my days, danger money down here. All right, well we're gonna have to secure the area a little bit. Thankfully I have a bucket of water on me. We're gonna have to do something about this to make sure that the diamond ore does not escape us entirely, but let's try doing something like this. Wonderful stuff, very good. I love the fact that items float on top of water now. It means you can always save them when it comes to these occasional risky situations, and yeah, it looks like that's it. But 8 diamond ore right off the bat, dug straight into an abandoned mineshaft. The luckiest find I think I've had in Minecraft for a while in terms of just random digging. Immediately dug up the first redstone I came across, and there's an 8 vein of diamond underneath it. This feels like it's going to be a good day, folks. So we're going to grab as much of this stuff as we can, dig up absolutely everything I find in this abandoned mineshaft and beyond, and then I'm going to return to my base, and today we are going to get on with some very exciting projects. I cannot wait, and I think we've got a couple of major things I want to work on. Mainly I want to work on A, the nether portal, and B, the super smelter. So we're going to do one of those two things today. I have not yet decided which, but by the title of the video at this point, you probably know. So I'm going to do some mining. I will be back with you guys in just a few short seconds. But for me, days will probably have passed because I'm going to be here for a while. All right, folks, see you on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have ourselves so many resources now. Look at this. We got ourselves a little over a stack of lapis and almost 2 stacks worth of diamond ore. That's pretty fantastic. 25 emerald ore, which I'm basically just going to hoard at this point. I did accidentally fortune one of them and only got 1 emerald, which is why you should always silk touch emerald ore and just trade with villagers instead. Anyway, I got myself a ton of redstone ore. This is not even the entirety of the redstone ore. I've actually taken out and fortuned a whole bunch of it already. Look at this in the redstone box over here. We have ourselves a ton of redstone blocks now, which is very cool. Fair amount of gold, lots of iron, lots of coal. I've even got leftovers here in my inventory, so I think we're going to be pretty well set up. Also, 1 sheep head, don't ask. So we're probably going to go down the route of making a super smelter at PixlCo today. I think that's probably going to be a good plan because I have so much of this iron ore and gold ore and stuff I want to smelt, so I figure that'll be a decent project for today's episode. I've got the space for it all over here. As you can tell, I've been using this as a kind of furnace setup already, and we're going to start off by using coal as the fuel because goodness knows we have have enough coal at this point, but I do want to save some of it to turn it into blocks. So we have like a stack's worth of coal blocks in that chest if we got 1 coal from each of those, where I think we should probably get maybe 3 or 4 stacks of coal blocks total from all of the stuff I have here. And that's it's going to serve pretty well as super smelter fuel. I do want to get a kelp farm up and running so that I can get myself some kelp blocks for fuel, because those are pretty great. They're nice and renewable, nice and easy to use. It's the 1.13 craze right now. Everybody is using kelp blocks for this stuff. But yeah, we have ourselves a ton of furnaces set up here. These are probably going to be fed back into the great super smelter to be. And yeah, I have myself over a stack of them here in this this chest. So it's going to be nice to finally tidy up this section of PixlCo, get it all squared away. And I'm going to try and make it as neat as this section over here is, where we kind of have everything walled off a little bit and just have like an input and output chest and a fuel chest or something like that feeding this whole thing. And then yeah, we're going to have a big old super smelter set up behind this. Now, as usual, I'm probably going to do most of this off camera. I'm not all that great at doing technical stuff on camera with you guys, and I feel like I'm only going to embarrass myself if I do. So I'll maybe do a couple of progress updates as we go. Maybe once I've got the whole thing kind of set up in here, then maybe we can come back for a quick update. But for now, I think I'm probably best left to my own devices doing my own thing. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I will be back after we've made some progress on the super smelter. See you in a minute. You know what, I think this might be done. I've not really made anything like this before, and it's all come out relatively simple. I mean, this isn't the biggest thing in the world. I'm not aiming for like super efficient. I'm not aiming for like absolutely perfect, kind of however many. I've got 24 furnaces in here, I think. Maybe like 26 or something. I didn't really count. I just made this. And it's slightly uneven. Like it's got 3 furnaces on this side, 3 on that side, and then 4 over there. So trying to do the math so I can see the ones behind there. That's like 12, right? And I've got 3 in the middle. Yeah, it's weird because it's an odd number in the middle here, but I wanted the output chests to fit perfectly inside of here. And the hoppers are a giant mess, but basically what the hoppers are doing is distributing stuff. It can be distributed evenly or more or less evenly between these 3 chests. The thing is, you have to activate these 2 in order to enable like those 2 hoppers. Otherwise, everything goes to the central chest, because otherwise, if you're just doing a small smelt job, you don't want stuff to be distributed evenly over 3 chests. That makes no sense. But if you're smelting like masses and masses of stuff, like several double chests worth of stuff, then yeah, I figure maybe you're going to want to distribute everything over here, and then I can just run around and do other stuff. But I think this is going to... Should we give it a test run? Should we smelt all of this iron? Because I have a ton of iron still left in here. And don't worry, I am going to fortune all the diamonds and everything. But I just figured, yeah, it was probably a good idea. I had to smelt all of the gold just to get a bunch of powered rails to get this done in the first place. But, you know, I think this is going to work out. So let me put all of the stuff in my kind of transport chest here. I've been trying my best, guys. Trying my best to sort out all of the kind of the organization of the chests over here. So I think this section here is going to be like the technical section, and then that one over there is for kind of like aesthetic stuff, and then that one over here is kind of more serious building blocks that aren't like specifically the color, the dyed blocks, and then over here is wood and stone, and the shulker boxes over there are still a massive mess, but sooner or later I will come up with a proper system in here. Now, let's drop the redstone stuff in here. I didn't need all of the observers and whatnot. I haven't done anything fancy with moving the items around other than just with hoppers and things, but I think this will be okay. So yeah, smooth stone, by the way, let me sidebar here. Smooth stone double slabs are actually really nice looking for kind of industrial style builds, and it's really a shame that you don't get to see those more often in vanilla, because we had to add the crafting recipe via a data pack. But they look really good. For stuff like this, it's almost kind of, they're a little dull looking, but they're almost kind of like metal plating kind of blocks. It's the closest thing we're going to get to like factory blocks here. Test run. Now, I will need, I guess, at least 24 coal items for it to work. So maybe we'll fortune some of the coal as well. But if I put some stuff in this chest up here, I know it's a little bit hard to reach right now, but what I'm planning on doing is like putting kind of a set of stairs or a ladder or something up here, because let's face it, this is meant to be a factory style build, right? And when you have industrial machinery like this, normally the input is going to be quite high up because it has to be processed through all of this stuff and then kind of extruded out the bottom of the machine. So in terms of like how actual factories work IRL, this might actually be kind of closer to the truth. But if we hop up here and put the iron in this chest here, it's going to get pulled out of there pretty quickly because we've got a minecart with a hopper, and those things are fast, guys. So once that's significantly filled up, we're just going to send that around the circuit like so. And obviously that's going to take a little while to completely fill everything, and I think these all have fuel in them already. But I don't know, that looks like it's distributing stuff pretty evenly. We've got 3 in each of the furnaces along here so far. 4 now that, oh, that one's had a powered rail stuck in it for a while. Okay, and I can't get around to the other side unless maybe I can do like the elytra trick where I kind of duck underneath some of this stuff. But yeah, there we go. We can look at those. This I've made such a mess of this at the back here. But yeah, we're looking at 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, okay, that all seems to have filled up pretty well. And I need to send the second minecart around with fuel to go in the back of the furnaces each time, but I think that's actually working pretty well. I don't know why I was expecting this to fail, but whenever I've seen people set up auto-smelting things in this version of Minecraft, like specifically I've been looking at like the Hermit's videos and stuff, they tend to be like, well, the minecart's skipping over one of these for some reason, and maybe it's some lag generated by their server, or maybe it's just that they're building stuff to work a certain way, and my version of it isn't built like that at all. Like they're building it for like distributing a specific amount so that they get like total fuel efficiency or something like that. I'm not going for that at all. I'm just going for stuff that smelts stuff and fast and doesn't really care about wasting stuff. Now let's run the minecart over there with the fuel. Look at all the furnaces lighting up. Very good. It seems like everything should now be cooking. I don't see any of these that are dark, so I'm imagining that is all working as planned. Is it possible? Has something I've done actually gone off without a hitch? The only problem now, I suppose, is that the minecart has to come back to this little section here in order to grab a bunch more of this. So I'm not certain if maybe that side of it needs revising a little bit. Maybe this should just be a hopper going straight into this. Why does that need to be a minecart hopper thing in the first place? I don't know. I mean, maybe it does because it needs to distribute stuff evenly amongst these. Right. Okay, so that's going to be the problem that we need to sort ourselves through here. We need to distribute all of this stuff 5 stacks at a time. That's not going to be ideal. How can we fix that? Okay, let me think about that. But I think like we've got a thing that will smelt a bunch of stuff. I think that's working out pretty well. Maybe we just need to put the hopper for this chest somewhere that the minecart is going to go underneath it kind of regularly. Interesting. We'll see. But we've got a little bit of room to work with up here. We've still got a couple of blocks worth of space. So if we need to install something that's a little bit taller up there, then that's not going to be a huge problem. For now, I think that's okay. Why is this one? Right. Okay. See, it's happened here, and I don't know why. Maybe I just ran out of fuel by the time it got to this, because it's distributing, 40 or something items of fuel. Maybe it got to a couple of these and just decided not to bother. That's a little strange. But if we need to take out one furnace here and there, that's not going to be the end of the world. If that one consistently doesn't receive anything, not the end of the world. We'll figure something out for that. We'll just have it run over an empty block there or something. But yeah, not too bad. And look at this. We already have so many stacks of iron coming through. Well, that's pretty incredible now, isn't it? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy to have this, because if I need to smelt like a shulker box worth of sand or something like that, we're gonna be able to do that pretty quickly. Not terrible, guys. Not terrible. So if I'm thinking about this right, what I can probably do is compare using a comparator. I can compare the contents of that chest to the contents of the minecart, and if the minecart is full, we can send a signal to the powered rail to send it off, and then when it comes back, it'll collect a few more items and it'll just keep doing that. I think I can get that to work. In the meantime, that furnace there seems to have stopped being a troublemaker. I put a bit more fuel in here. I think it was probably just that there wasn't enough fuel in the fuel input chest to begin with, so this is definitely going to be like a big batch smelting kind of thing. I've been thinking about maybe making a smaller little array of furnaces over here or something, or maybe somewhere else in the facility, just to have some kind of backup sort of for small operations and things like that. But yeah, we're getting a lot of iron, so this is pretty great. What I do want to do now is go ahead and fortune all of the fortunable stuff, so all of the redstone, the coal, the diamonds, that kind of thing, and I bet you guys are looking forward to seeing quite how many diamonds I get out of here. So let me throw this in here, and let's take the diamonds and the lapis, and then probably the redstone as well, and then let's just fortune all of that outside here. Hopefully somebody will sleep, otherwise we're going to get attacked by phantoms midway through this. But let's just stack up all of the diamonds here and see how many we get. I've got to say, there's nothing quite like standing on a giant mound of diamonds with a fortune pick in hand ready to tear through this piece. So let's do it. Let's see how many we get out of this. Place your bets in the comments below. We'll see how we do. And I've already got 2 stacks of diamonds in my hotbar. I can imagine it's probably going to be maybe 2 more in my inventory. Let's take a look. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 stacks and 48. That's not bad. That's basically like a we got 3 diamonds for everyone in that stack, and then we got 1 diamond for the rest of them. So yeah, about what I expected, to be honest. About twice the amount that we had there. That can all go in this lovely light blue shulker box. We're color coding everything today. I've just kind of gotten to the point where I need to start color coding this stuff and getting organized. Lapis is going to be useful as well. I don't plan to build with it the same way I was doing the last season, so we'll probably end up just putting this down in the skeleton spawner or somewhere that we have an enchanting setup here, but it's going to be nice to fortune a whole bunch of this as well. Of course, we're also going to need it for dyes and stuff like that, so maybe this is going to be my dyeing lapis instead of my enchanting lapis. We'll see, but going to be nice to fortune a whole bunch of this as well. I think it's safe to say that we have run out of inventory space for lapis. Wow, okay. That's great. That's going to be us hooked up with blue dye for a long time, my friends. Let's grab a little bit more of this. We're not quite going to fill up this shulker box, but it's pretty close to, yeah, it's over halfway full. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's gonna be blue dye for days, and I think I will probably be able to mend my silk touch pickaxe completely with all of this redstone. So I'm actually gonna put these 2 shulker boxes back down here for the moment. We'll pop those in over here. Let's put that one there and that one there. Don't tell anyone this is my diamond box, otherwise they will be after my riches. But then we can have enough inventory space to fortune at least some of this redstone. We'll pop down some of the other stuff over here. We'll put this and that in there. We'll put these in there as well. We won't need the fireworks for the moment, and let's put down as much inventory space as we can, because yeah, something tells me I will need it for all of the redstone we're about to get. Let's build this guy up. Well, it's a long way down from this one. That's a pretty solid block of redstone. Let's do this. Well, I managed to not only mend my silk touch pickaxe, but also the rest of my axe and most of my shovel. That was really not bad. And I still need to put mending on my sword, and I can't put it on my bow, so those sadly had to get left alone. But we have ourselves over a double chest, I think, at this point, or maybe just about a double chest, if you look at that. Yeah, no, maybe slightly less, but that much redstone is pretty incredible. And that was a fair amount of XP as well. So let's turn all of this into blocks. That's probably, yeah, another 5 or 6 stacks of redstone blocks. Not bad. Not bad. That's going to be plenty for the time being, especially considering that this build here, the super smelter, was really not all that redstone intensive to begin with. It required a bit of powered rails and 2 redstone blocks to power all of the powered rails inside of that thing. It's really not terrible So gonna have to find something to do with all these blocks of redstone. I don't know. I can think of a few things maybe. But yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. But folks, I'm going to leave it there for today because I really wanted to get an episode out to you guys sooner rather than later. It's been a little while and I feel like I should probably send this one out to the YouTubes sooner rather than later. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Decidedly Vanilla. My name has been Pixlriffs. Don't forget to leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.